I'm just sticking around until I know that it's actually better. This test that. Hey, I gotta see what the delay is before I start actually. Yeah, what's the delay on this? Let's see. Delay. Oh God. Okay, so there's about a. I don't know what time you're hearing me speak, but 30 seconds. I know I can set that better. But now that I got it set, I'm gonna feed my cats and then get right to the movie. Late night fun night. Vincent Price. Haunted house. Hill style. Arguing over whose party it was. Time to pop. Sorry for the other ones I really should label as tests. I know you're not hearing me. Probably heard tidbits. Still having mic issues a little bit, but otherwise I found the volume levels. I should be looking at them right now, honestly, to help that out. Feed my cats, check those volume levels, and then start the movie. I won't be able to type. Well, no, I can type in chat actually, but what I was gonna mention. We'll get onto it. Weird. Headphones and see in a second if the movie is. I do apologize. That's why I brought it up. I do apologize for the test stream of. I should have called it a test of not Resident Evil, Night of the Living Dead, because I realized it after the fact because I can't tell during live. Skill levels were right or not. I think I corrected it by the end of the stream, but it should be better because I will pay more attention to that. I do apologize if you did check that one out. I still recommend checking it out, but it gets better with each test. Sorry. Be right back. Freaking kitties. This hot baby. It's so many goddamn Boston baked beans in the trunk. You would want to buy it now. Sorry, meme thing. I'm not trying to be meme, but oh, and dad jokes. Shoot me. But here we go. I got my Utz cheese balls. Hope any attractions tune into this in the future. We are ready to go, I think. Paper towel for making hands clean for touching keyboards. If necessary. Yeah, so sorry. Like I said, if it's too quiet, let's just go. Let's go. I'll tune in. Oh, I gotta wear my headphones. I even stretched it for the recording, so I know it looks. Let me move this off to the side. This, that. See, it's going. I'm trying to move my. Actually, do this. Ooh. So I don't accidentally tip my mouse this time. I'll turn my mouse off. Right? That's the fix. And the movie is just as almost loud as me. Huh. The video working or fuck up again? Oh! You know, every man loves a little head, but it might look a little stretched to you, but that might actually make it more fun.
In just a minute, I'll show you the only really haunted house in the world. Since it was built a century ago, 7 people, including my brother, have been murdered in it. Since then, I've owned the house. I've only spent one night there, and when they
You'd actually give a shit after it was your brother and I'd kind of jump on it. Mr. Leprechaun Research Dick. Know-it-all. Oh, hello there. I'm sorry you had to deal with that Ned.
And I've rented the house on Haunted Hill tonight so that my wife can give a party.
I'll make jokes but try to speak over the least amount of good moments.
She's so amused.
Watch along / comedy commentary.
There'll be food and drink and ghosts. And
mostly drink.
A few murders. You're all invited. If any of you will spend the next 12 hours in this house, I'll give you each $10,000.
Snap.
Or next of kin in case you don't survive.
Or too drunk to realize you survived the night. Oh, I wish I had a fucking slide whistle for that moment.
She's so amusing. Her sense of humor is, shall we say, original. I dreamed up the
I'd say eccentric.
Now, but
at the very least.
The house on Haunted Hill. Who knows? This is Lance Schroeder, a test pilot. So no doubt a brave man. But don't you think you can be much braver if you're paid for it? And I happen to know that Lance needs the $10,000 I'll give him. If he's brave enough to stay all night. This is Ruth Bridges. You've no doubt read her column in the newspapers. She says her reason for coming to the party is to write a feature article on ghosts. She's also desperate for money. Gambles.
I'm just gonna tweak something real quick.
Met Watson Pritchard, a man living in mortal fear of a house, and yet he is risking his life to spend another night here. I wonder why. He says for money. This is Dr. David Trent, a psychiatrist.
Just gonna even out my fix.
That my ghost will help
I think I added brightness and color correction to the original film, and it's not looking bad. Well, I do it for my games, but
This is Nora Manning.
Thank God for OBS settings.
From the thousands of people who work for me because she needed the 10,000 more than most.
So I'm cutting off some of the image, but I'm giving you a little better picture, honestly. I'm not bragging, I'm just saying. Speaking of hearing any comments. Cool, I just want to print the chat up there in case anybody actually tunes in. Rob White or Ron White? We're cussing if it was Ron White, I guess. Yeah? Yeah. Audio check. Sorry. Well, this looks cryptic as shit. You want to ditch now, guys? I want to go visit this place. It's actually a real place. Enos. E-N-E-S, I think. I'll stop nerding out on it and start making fun of it. Sorry. I love this movie for multiple reasons. And a transition that is meaningless. Taking a whiz off there. A little bit riffing off jokes from the riffing stand. So, the host isn't over here. Have you guys seen the host? Cool balcony, though. So, how do they keep out bugs? The grating. How do they keep the webs off this? Gotta appreciate the sturdiness. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? They gonna talk or introduce themselves or clickety clack, automatic door off the track.
Well, where is everybody?
It isn't a very warm welcome, is it?
Only the ghosts in this house are glad we're here.
Well, look at the house you entered. How warm of a welcome did you expect, bitch?
Don't you two know each other?
I'm afraid
Well,
I don't even know your name.
none of them looked like they packed correctly.
Lance Schroeder.
Old lady brought her a makeup box, and she seemed to bring a purse that might have been big enough for a single pair of panties
I've
and
never met
maybe
the man either.
also
Just a
some more
phone
makeup.
call. Do you know him?
No.
Well, then
Oh,
you'll
that
know
did
what
seem
he
authentic.
does.
Oh, I know that son of a bitch.
All the details about running
Be
that
my
business
lover.
by mail.
He's quite wealthy, isn't he?
Millions.
And 5 wives, I believe.
4, I think, so far.
Are we trying to tit for tat for each other? Are we being catty? What the hell?
A little steep even for a millionaire.
Weirdest form of one-upsmanship the 50s ever witnessed.
Well,
40s?
not gonna hurt anybody. This
60s?
looks
I
like to be
can't
the
remember
house
when
I'd
this
do it
movie
in.
was made. Oh. Is no one suspicious of automatic doors in this era? Or are we just cool? All tripping out on Thorazine or opium or... Again, I can't remember what era of drugs or movies and entertainment this would be. Before cocaine was the heavy. But I think if we lined it up, she probably still would have been safe without her getting touched by him. You want to speak up and explain yourself while your party has already almost killed 2 visitors? Well, 1, but he could have. Honey, I told you we should have had the furniture checked for its dangers before they visited.
Our guests are here, and fortunately still alive. Is your face on yet?
Nah, fucking Leatherface hasn't returned it yet.
Dirt everywhere, and the water barely
Said he'd return it in time for the party.
Couldn't you have had the place clean?
Atmosphere, darling. You know how ghosts are. They never tidy up.
Oh yeah, the
And
4 or
that's a very
5
fetching outfit, but hardly
webs
suitable
near the
for a
entrance
party.
really count as atmosphere.
You spend the night ghost
Unless you
party with
count
your
that
idea of them.
rigged
This is gonna cost me
chandelier death trap
$50,000
as
for
also
watching you have
atmosphere.
fun.
The party was my idea until you invited all the guests. Why all these strangers? Why none of our friends?
Friends.
See, this is why you collaborate on your guest list
No, you're just
and properly RSVP.
I had a reason for inviting each guest. I wanted kind of a cross section.
In case an orgy
Typist
broke
to
out.
typist, and from drunk to jet pilot.
I know it's still a little
They share
stretch,
one
but I'm
thing,
trying to
they all
enhance
need
it at least.
money. Now let's see if they're brave enough to earn it.
And you call this a party?
Could be.
Shake, shake,
Why
shake.
do you always do that? It spoils the
Shake, shake,
champagne.
shake.
It might might
Take
explode.
that champagne.
Never does.
Sorry, that wasn't even funny. That was just
Guarantee that.
dumb.
That isn't funny.
Every joke that I do
Here's a
is
good
that is
headline.
dumb more than funny.
Playboy
I'll
kills
take a sip.
wife with champagne cork.
I'm not saying that will make my comedy better. I'm just saying that's what I'll do.
Will you join me?
Punishment.
No, thank you.
Just a sip might improve your humor.
My humor is fine, thanks. And I haven't poisoned it.
Okay, it's not a drinking game. I'm just
Always good to
thirsty.
know that.
Thirsty lad.
Some
Sorry, he
will enjoy the party more.
was Vincent Price bi or just fey or oldest metrosexual that we knew that existed? That mustache, so fanciful.
Your trust is so touching. And I'm not going to the party.
Bitch, come
Of all my
on.
wives, you're the least agreeable.
This wasn't an affordable rental.
Would you go away for $1 million tax-free? You want it all, don't you?
I deserve it all.
I don't want to
Your
know how
jealousy
much
isn't tax-free,
all it is.
and your possessiveness is maddening.
They just said millions.
If ever a man had grounds for divorce,
I want a
I
Vincent
can't
Price
prove them.
tattoo. He's
the
so
time will come.
odd. I want to read about him though, honestly.
Think so?
If I live long enough. You remember
I
the
also want a
fun we
piece of
had when
pizza,
you
so I don't know how
poisoned
my opinion really matters.
Something you ate, the doctor said.
me? Yes, arsenic on the rocks.
The side of
Annabelle.
Little Caesar's pizza.
You do
I
it because
blame
you
the
thought
Little
you could
Caesar
get away with it,
pizza.
didn't you?
Darling, what makes you think that?
Something about you. I hear that hanging is very uncomfortable, in case you get any more ideas. And don't let the ghosts and the ghouls
I mean,
disturb
she
you,
seems to be a fan of poison, so it's probably not her first idea.
The only ghoul in the house is you.
And don't sit up all
And the
night
old hag
thinking of
downstairs
ways to
that's addicted to liquor, but you know,
makes wrinkles.
the gambling addiction, as they mentioned. Sassy hoe. Love her. God damn, fuck the ghosts, man. With all these lit candles and these lamps, we're more at fucking risk of lighting the whole place on fire.
My brother and her sister hacked him to pieces.
Sorry, I cuss a little much.
We found parts of the bodies all over the house.
You want to put down the
Just
knife,
as you
psycho
wouldn't think.
dick, while you tell your story?
The funny thing is the heads have never been found. Hands
Huh.
and feet and things like that. But no heads.
The wife, probably in a rage, threatened her husband with a knife and then, carried away by hysteria, took a swing at him and simply went on from there.
Or just, you know,
With us,
really
how many
shitty,
people did she
unthorough
close?
teams of CSI units.
Only two. Her
50-50
husband and her
shot.
sister. No one else was here.
So there are two loose
Dick in the
heads
back
floating
seems a little
around in here somewhere?
disinterested.
You can hear them. at
Maybe
night.
over dramatic
They
about
whisper to each
something else on her mind.
Cry.
But again,
Since our
that's like
host isn't
freaking
here, would anyone care to
3
make
dozen
tea at
candles over there in the
Certainly.
upper right
What
there.
will you have?
Good evening. I'm your host, Frederick Lauren. Since we're all strangers to each other, let's get acquainted with the drink, shall we?
Mr. Lauren, I advise you to call this party off
Fix
now.
little,
The ghosts are
uh,
already moving, and that's a bad sign.
Left side,
Let me apologize
just a
for
hair.
my wife. She'll join us later. What do you have,
Scotch and
Doctor?
Scotch and French semen
Now,
heated
before
on the
party
rocks.
begins,
Ah,
let's go
sorry,
over
that
the
was too gross
details.
for.
The caretakers will leave at midnight, locking us in here until they come back in the morning. Once the door is locked, there's no way out. The windows have bars that a jail would be proud of, and the only door to the outside locks like a vault. There's no electricity, no phone, no one within miles, so no way to call for help.
No
Like a coffin.
luxury.
So
For
if any of you
sale,
decide not
friends.
to stay for the party, you must let me know before
Roll.
midnight. Of course, if you leave, I shan't be able
Sorry, I don't want to reference that too much. It might be
I'm
copyright.
interested in your reasons for this, party,
Party.
aside from the pleasant company.
Son of a
Ghosts,
bitch.
Doctor.
Like they're trying to outdo
I think
each other on
everyone
greasiness.
wonders what they would do if they saw a ghost.
Oh,
And now my wife
eat
is
some
giving
Lucky
us all
Charms
the
based on
opportunity to
Leprechaun's
find out.
based on Leprechaun guy reaction over there.
Ghosts, etc., being only
Ooh, now I
creations
want
of
Lucky
hysteria,
Charms.
Your party should be a success.
Swear to God, if he says
Richard
potty one more
here
time, I'll
promises
drink.
us genuine ghosts.
7 now.
I need to
Maybe more
drink
before
just to
morning.
take him saying party.
That's cheerful.
4 men have been murdered in this house,
2 of them raped.
and 3
Sorry,
women.
that's not.
You planned your party very well, Mr.
Oh,
Lawrence.
fuck me.
4 of us are men, 3 are women. Well, it goes for everybody.
Well, Pritchard, why don't you take us on a tour through the house and let's see what happens, huh?
Half British son of a bitch. Party. Yeah, she's even drinking with his.
See that stain?
By the way, I'm gonna do it one more time.
A young girl was killed here.
This is a public
And whatever
domain
got her wasn't human.
thing. I cut it
Don't
off
stand
to
there.
make it look better, but
Where?
just mentioning that. Hopefully, I'll tag the channel too this time. But they do provide it. It is there's certain a small, tiny half handful of public domain movies for
Too
certain
late,
reasons. You
Mark,
can Google them.
Ridiculous.
I'll stop talking over this though, unless I'm making jokes.
Who would want to haunt me?
I just wanted to give credit where credit is due.
Male ghost.
Someone maintaining
I hope
this
it
kind of
doesn't
stuff.
come back.
Well, Mr. Pritchard, you're the life of the party.
Oh, he hasn't even started yet. Wasn't there
He
a
said
man
party
who
that
threw
time.
his
I'm not
wife
counting it.
into a wine vat or something?
That was in the cellar.
By the way, they are
Murder
constantly
almost every
arguing.
place in this
Vincent and his, I can't remember the character's name, but his wife. They argue about whose party it is. And every time they say that, I'll probably take a sit too or a mini break. This guy, I don't know why. I wish he was in more of the movie. This little short guy, got extremely expressive face. Could be the alcohol though.
Here, he was electrocuted later.
What? Where? What electrocuted him?
Did a good deal of experimenting with wine.
I have way more questions about how he got electrocuted than the rest of this thing.
So he filled the vat with acid and threw her in.
Okay,
She was supposed
regardless
to
of
be
how
drowned.
many deaths have or haven't actually happened here,
Bones came up.
shouldn't there be some legal precedence of
Funny thing,
having vats of fucking acid?
none of the murders here were just ordinary.
I would hope. Jesus, it's a vat of acid.
Stabbing.
Vincent is interested.
They've
He's
all
intrigued.
been
So how much does
wild,
it take to install this shit?
violent, and
He's probably the only one among them that can afford it. Okay,
gosh,
trippy
he didn't
bitch.
fall in.
You mean there's still acid in there?
What the fuck do you think is there? I mean, regardless of his test here, how was she assuming they were gonna have completely even removed it up until this point? Is there a half-life on acid? Oh,
Destroys
she's assuming that it was
everything
done?
with hair and flesh.
Done as an effective.
Just leaves the bones.
Got a Utz cheese ball moment.
My, it's dry and dusty down here.
Hi, it's dry and
Oh,
dusty.
there's a cure for that upstairs. Come on. How'd you get invited to this party? No. No, go on. I mean, what did he tell you?
Mr. Lawrence said everybody'd get $10,000.
But he didn't say anything about being locked in.
No.
He just made a deal. with
Letting
me
a
on
bit
the
of
phone.
black backstory get retold here. Oops, sorry, I got too close to my mic.
If I don't, I lose $10,000.
I'm going to stay too. $10,000.
Yeah.
What year was this?
You believe in ghosts?
I don't know.
Well, I agree with what that doc says. You can spook yourself. I've done it in planes. Seen things that weren't really there.
Gotta say that $10,000 ain't dog shit now.
What are you gonna do with your 10,000? If we get it.
Fucking pay for like
What do you mean if we get it?
4.5 months of
pay us
rent.
at this
God
rate?
damn it.
Ah, sure he will.
Oh wait,
10,000
never mind.
no
Wrong
more to
year.
him than a nickel is to us.
We were in an automobile accident. Now I'm the only one in the family who can make any money.
Boy, I've never seen so many doors.
Did I hear that shit right? He's fascinated by the numbers of doors he has not yet experienced in his life inside this house. Oh boy. Didn't you say he's like a pilot and that's something that's really ambitious and exciting in his life? Okay. I probably didn't need the word ambitious. I haven't seen so many bottles in my life. There's a lot of bottles. Bottle, blah, blah. Sorry. I'm being harsh. It should be, fuck this die.
Does it go anywhere?
Well, I fucking hope so. It's a doorway. No, it leads to nowhere fucking at all. Don't know why it exists. Ah, damn, it's fucking Poltergeist. I accidentally clicked the wrong movie. Just kidding. God, I wish Poltergeist was public domain. God, I love it. Oh, hello. Didn't see that. It's Ozzy Osbourne. I'm just kidding. No. I should have a better joke set up here, but he's just stunned by how sexually attracted this weird floating lady was. Alright. Well, that was cool. Bye, ma'am. Wow, just ditching no old pilot boy. I'll constantly forget their names. I'm sorry. Ever Vincent's, which I'll just call him Vincent because I don't know the character name. Please, come on. I'm coming. I'm just a little buzzed by this point. No, if you do pay attention to his character, he drinks like... His cup is always so much more full than everybody's, and he just sneak pours and drinks like a ton. But that's supposed to be his character's thing. After several views, I noticed that. You better slow down, dude. But I'm horrified, so... Well, drink booze is his thing.
Nothing that money won't cure.
What?
I must have bumped my head.
So after
The only way you can
much
come to
trauma,
here
he instantly thinks about
to run head on into the wall.
insurance issues and
You didn't do
money,
that, did you?
reward.
Get a bandage on that.
I think he can stay. Well, no, maybe not. I'm a dipshit. I was gonna say stand.
I wonder why they didn't kill him.
Who?
He didn't bump his head.
The munchkins that live in the tiny corridors and through small doors between room to room. He knows them, of course, because he is a living leprechaun. Is there a colorized version of this? I'm sure he would be wearing green.
Nora, when you came in, you said something about
I'll be right back.
ghost.
There was
Enjoy
something.
this scene for some
What did it look
explanation.
like?
Well, it was wearing a black thing that went all the way to the floor.
Weren't you a little frightened at the time?
Well, yes.
That, Mr. Loren, is hysteria.
But then, Doctor, how do you explain what happened to Lance? Was that hysteria, too?
You better get that checked in a day or so. Thanks, Doc.
Wait for me in the hall.
The ghosts are coming closer, Mr. Loren.
You really believe in your pet ghost, don't you, Pritchard?
Before the night's over, you will, too.
Would you like a drink, Lance? No, thanks.
I'd like one. Scotch and. Mr. Loren, are you really going to pay anyone who stays all night?
Certainly. $10,000.
Will there be much red tape or delay?
You in a hurry, dear?
Frankly, yes. Or frantically.
There you are, my dear.
Someone or something was in here when I came in. But where? And if the door was locked, how did it get out? What you saw might have been a ghost, Nora, but what was in here with me was no ghost.
I don't know. I was so scared.
Does it sound different to you?
Yes.
3, 6, 9, 12. 12.
Hey, 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 hey. Back for a second. I gotta grab one more thing.
3, 6. Now I'm gonna knock on the other wall. When you hear me, you knock on this wall.
Delicious banana stuffed drink. I needed it in this mood. And my pizza was getting cold. Alice Cooper, y'all. Are we sure that's not Ozzy? You know, I made the joke earlier, but Ozzy's. I can imagine Ozzy's granny. Look, that would have been a while ago.
Where'd it come from?
From in here.
You silly, ignorant bitch. I didn't see it. Oh, it must not have happened.
What if it ran out of here? I'd have seen it.
Lance, it doesn't run. It just floats.
Yeah, but why didn't I see it?
You don't believe me.
Well, how can I?
Typical man, always denying a female's paranormal experiences. Tale as old as time. Stereotype bullshit of the 40s or 50s, 60s? Whenever this was filmed. Hello there.
I'm Annabelle Lauren.
Are you up for a threesome experience involving my weird,
You must
who
be
is
Miss Manning.
clearly at the very
I
least
realize
bisexual?
This is very unusual, and I'm afraid very dull.
No, like I said, I want to read up on Vincent Price, because if he was any more fake, he'd float instead of walk. Which I'm not saying in any negative way. Very famous.
Depressing, isn't it?
I doubt if I'll spend much time here.
Real
Okay.
recognizes real.
Perfect
No, I'm a
atmosphere
huge-
for my husband's party. Why did you come here?
He said he'd give me $10,000.
Why did he pick you?
I don't know. My supervisor just came and said I'd been invited.
How long have you known my husband?
I just met him tonight.
So?
It'd matter more if I'm on cam, but I did want to say I'm so excited because I got my Cutie Pie G Fuel in can today.
What were you doing wandering around
Floor
by
gang.
yourself?
Well, I was in the cellar with Lance, Mr. Schroeder, and
One
I
little
just
small
left,
shout
that's
out. I'm
all.
not brand. Really love that flavor.
Don't do it again. Don't go
I love
anywhere in this
it.
house by yourself. Now fix your face and I'll come by for you in a few minutes.
But
You're in danger. We all are.
who?
I hope for your sake you never find out.
Must be the sexiest, slightly low hang. Are her boobs hanging low, or is she just wearing her pants too high?
Not exactly.
Question for the audience.
Doctor,
No.
Give
I'm
your
not sure.
opinion in the
you've
comments.
hurt yourself.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
baby.
a little
I
bit.
said I did a Twitch stream earlier of a bit of half dead stuff
Thank you, Mr.
with 1 and 2. By the way, I re-downloaded 1.
Annabelle Lance.
I know this is off topic, but I will ramble a bit to promote my stuff. As this is watch-alongs on my channel. I know you can hear the movie pretty well, though, at least.
You were with the young girl in the cellar. Why was she so upset?
Was she?
But no, I mentioned I'm talking really close to my mic right now.
What really happened?
So it's almost like
Well, Nora,
I was
that's what she's talking
as I
about.
was eating food right now while watching this. I could do stoner like munchy fucking
Mandy, I
ASMR like a
think I
joke.
kidded her about it.
Anyways, I'm gonna focus on the movie, but we'll be
I
right back in
wouldn't
about
joke about
30
anything
seconds.
else that happens here tonight.
Now, don't tell me you're taking all this seriously.
Aren't you?
Well, I'd like to find out what hit me.
Lance. If I need help, may I count on you?
Sure, I guess so. Look, what's going on here anyway? I mean, what is with this party bit?
This is no party. He's planning something.
Your husband?
I wish I knew what it was.
Must be pretty big if he's going to lay out 50,000.
The money doesn't mean anything. He has a reason for getting us all up here to this dreadful old house.
Well, what for? He doesn't even know us.
Maybe that's exactly why you're here.
Well, what can he get away with?
Oh, he thinks that big money like his can get away with anything. You know, of course, that I'm his fourth wife. The first simply disappeared. The other two died. Lance, I don't want to join them.
You mean he,
Oh, his doctor said they died of heart attacks. Two girls in their 20s.
Well, what can he do?
My husband is sometimes insane with jealousy. Nothing matters to him then. Please be careful.
Would he hurt you?
He would kill me if he could.
Oh, my mouth fell on the ground. I'm sorry. All House and Haunted Hill focus from now on. Did you see the sports field game the other week? I'm just kidding. Focus. Oh, I'm not doing anything. I'm just brushing my hair.
Missing all the fun. Nora Manning was
Fun.
killed by a falling
Haha.
chandelier.
Oh, you can't see me do the bunny fingers.
Is he badly hurt?
The
Bunny
Saturday
ear.
psychiatrist bandaged
I got my thing at a weird angle, and I don't like that because I keep tapping my
do most men in your
left desk foot.
You're so clever, Frederick.
You saw I was just brushing my hair. Why are you gonna touch it?
Why I married you was rather a mistake.
You didn't marry me, dear. I married you. Unpleasant, but no mistake.
Hurry up.
Frederick, for the last time, I'm not going to your party.
The
But the last
party.
time, it's not my party, but yours.
Oh, what'd I say? There's the argument I talked about.
I am.
I know I missed.
You ready, dear?
No.
Are you ready, dear?
Man, that is a very unjustifiable
Would you adore me as much if I were?
bit of violence on a woman.
All you want to be is a lovely.
Didn't it totally turn you on? I mean, offend you? I'm just kidding.
House. And then your party will really begin.
Drink. Argument about
I
party.
wonder how it'll end.
Also, if you're playing along in any kind of fashion, sipping on a juice box, I don't care. Whatever. Just to play along in certain ways, like eat a piece of candy, you know. I just like adding stuff.
Okay. I'll be down in a minute.
Anytime anyone dies, gets hurt, or they argue about the party, take a sip, take a bite, have fun. I'm actually gonna eat a candy bar, honestly.
It's almost midnight, Nora.
Like I said,
We're all going to get
ASMR
together
stoner
down at the
munchies.
All right, Mr. Lorne. I'll be right down.
No, I just like stoner food. I mentioned it on my Twitch stream, but I'll mention it here. Down in a minute, but there's a lot of preparation to do still. It's like it made her poop and not just fear, because that face. See a ugly face, and it's got blood all over its face. Diarrhea. Okay. Are they gonna add actual music, or are they just fucking around with the piano? Oh, we are fucking around with multiple instruments, but not full music. Shh.
Come with us before he kills you.
Oh. was really not the shock of what he said. It was more the smell of his hand. He doesn't use paper. He doesn't believe in it, but he wipes with his hand. Forgot to wash. You see where that's going. This room is so sexy. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Nora, what happened?
Nora. Kind of like the name Nora. By the way, I'm MiniMuffinMila. Like, subscribe if you like what I'm doing with these whole comedy commentary riffs of movies and shorts and cartoons. More cartoons to come. I'm really loving it. Easier to find also public collections.
Doctor, it looks like
Might do more Popeye. Look for Betty Boop.
I think she's just a little upset.
And kind of a crazy bitch. Yes, I'm using your long fanciful scarf as a waistband piece belt. I don't know. Sash?
My wife. These are our guests.
This is her party.
Bridges, Dr. Trent.
I'm fucking with you. Just stole it.
Watson Pritchard, of course. Nora Manning, and
Yeah.
this is Lance Schroeder.
Lance. Good name. Schroeder? Not so much.
Get me out of here.
I know she's
What about the 10,000?
looking like she's blind, but can anyone help her not look like a witch?
Mr. Lawrence.
May I have your
I think they can
attention,
all
please?
hear her
I
being
think
very
you all
insulting
remember the bargain we made about
to the
staying all night?
situation.
$10,000 apiece.
He is not whispering.
If any of you don't survive, $50,000 will be divided amongst the rest of you.
His
If I
whole expression
survive-
during this thing is like he expects an orgy to break out during both of them.
You will be
Swingers.
paid by my estate. When the
Bye,
door is
wink,
locked from the
wink.
outside by the
Or their
caretakers,
moment.
we'll all be forced
Or
to stay in this
moment.
house until morning. If any of you decide
Yeoman.
not to stay, you must leave with the caretakers now. You won't have a chance to change your minds later, because there'll be no way to get out.
I don't want to stay.
Wait.
Well, he was right about later. He just didn't know it meant right about now. Spoiler alert. Then again, do I have to give a spoiler alert on the movie from like the 60s or 50s? Yeah, I think it did say 67. On your moment. 59. It's been saying it the whole time. Fucking right there.
Well, they've gone now.
Public domain database.
I was going to ask you
I
whether
think it's
you
under
wanted to stay or not.
either
The caretakers have made the decision
Creative
for you.
Commons or public domain,
They're
but
all moved in now.
weird labelings.
But I don't want to stay.
I'm sorry, my dear.
I don't
but
want
it's
to
too late
stay.
now.
Darling,
Want Christmas presents, you will pray and go to church with us.
get some cars up here for these people. And
That's
let
not
them
what
go
she's
home.
talking about. Talking about
But
money.
pay them first.
Again, is that any different?
This is your party. Remember?
Oh, god damn it. It's still arguing that party shit.
In spite of my wife's faith
Don't
in my
shut up
ability
about
to
it.
do the impossible, we
Good
will all
time.
have to stay in this house until 8 o'clock in the morning. But we have some party favors for you in these little coffins.
Thank God he said party instead of party.
This is my wife's idea. I must say, I think it's rather dangerous. I suppose you all know how to use one of these things, but in case you don't, you just press down on this lever with your thumb and then pull the trigger. You see, they're loaded.
These are no good against the dead, only the living.
Doctor?
His logic escapes me. He's probably got to be 50-50 chance either being killed by the dead or the living in this situation, so
Go ahead, take it.
take the goddamn gun, you little leprechaun bitch. How about that?
Miss Bridges?
Catch him outside. I mean, when the doors are locked. I don't know why I went ghetto, sorry.
And here's yours, dear.
Bridges.
Needed.
It was your idea.
Portcullis. Men.
Who knows, you may want to use it on me before this night is over.
Okay.
Throw these guns away. They won't do you any good.
I agree with Pritchard on that point, although not for the
Well,
same
I
reason.
know. I mean, we might want to dick around and just shoot at some old shit.
Don't you approve of
You're
our
good for that.
little party favors?
Then again, he is
Suppose Nora
like you
had
just
a
saw
gun
for
when
a
she mistook
brief
a blind
moment,
woman for a ghost.
gulping down the liquor. So
I don't
let's
think anyone else is going to
let's
walk around in total darkness.
I say give him 2 more glasses of scotch and
shooting each other, aren't
you'll
you?
find a lot of purposes
Who knows?
that might be absurd to
Fear
use
makes
with that
people
gun
do
for.
amazing things.
Amazing things? Fear makes people do irrational shit. See? What did I say?
Mr. Pritchard,
Then again,
you said your
that looks pretty
sister-in-law
fancy,
killed a
so
man and a woman here
I want to
and
get
cut
it into
them
good
up.
scotch.
You said they found hands and feet, but they never found any heads. Would you like to see one of those heads?
Sure,
Would you
I'm
all
bored.
like to see one of those
Drunk.
heads? Well then, just follow me.
Darling,
I've bantered enough. I'm gonna let him go for a couple minutes. Backstory. Good moment coming up. He was debating if he could get it up his ass. Alright, I'm going too dark and sexual.
Just go
He
look.
did look at it weird, though.
Just go look.
Weirdest looking head I've ever seen. Did she say she wanted head?
But it was in there.
Or it was a head?
Nora, I think you're a little upset. Would you care for a sedative?
Okay, every time he says sedative, gee, that's a fun one. He says it a lot. I'm a sip or have a bite of chocolate or have fun.
You think it's all right to leave her by herself, Doctor?
I wish she'd taken the sedative.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, she thought she saw.
They're closing in on her.
Look, Doc, I think somebody ought to stay with her.
There could be 1 million people around her.
Anybody in this group have a rational response to the situation, or are we just all fucked?
what if he's right?
He's too drunk to know what he's talking about.
I wonder. I'll join you in a minute.
I mean, he's pretty drunk, but he can at least not fall. That's the... For such a small man, he's gulped down tons of scotch and can still be mobile.
Do you think there really was a head in her suitcase?
I don't know.
A thing like that would put me right over the edge.
Look, would you sort of stay up here? I mean, in case she needs help?
Or a sedative.
All right. I'll be in my room. Just call if you want.
Thanks.
Moderating audio levels for a
Are
second.
you sure there are only 7 people in this house?
Positive, except for the ghosts.
I don't believe in ghosts, nor in frightening women. In Nora's case, it's gone far enough. Perhaps too far.
What do you suggest we do about it, Doctor?
Don't frighten her anymore.
Huh. What do I do? Just jack it or wait for them to contact me to meet in the living room for some more drunken madness? I'll talk to this bit. Who's in here? Oh, Nora, right.
Nora?
Or was it Nora? I don't hear shit. Oh, alright.
Nora?
Still jacketing this random. What the fuck? Huh. Huh. He's acting surprisingly ungrossed out by this either clot of hair or a actual severed head. Clearly not the first time he's seen a severed head in person.
What do you know about this?
They've taken her. In a little while, she'll be one of them.
Where's Nora? Where is she?
It's too late. It's too late. You'll never find her again.
Too late to not
Tell me now.
She's gone.
No.
She's gone with them.
have seen a gross ass, hairy, severed head. Wasn't sure how many lyrics I should sing of that. Nice. Beat shot. I'm just kidding. He's stunned by it, though. A dirty right foot there. Either of you want to help a little faster?
Lay her down.
I don't know, man. Doctor says I shouldn't be lifting too much weight. Had a hernia last week. Personally, well, I need the money. Operation. It's a game operation. He's an operation. That's why he's here. You get the point. Bedroom. Now things can get sexy. A nut. More fucking candles. Okay, now I'm gonna sip every time. Dude, you got in here really quick. Got a dick in her face? Bro, cool. Only in the fraternity. Sorry, I half stole that joke. Well.
She's dead, Mr. Lauren. Your wife hanged herself.
Hung? Hanged? Whatever. Apparently, about a quarter-sized orchestra of horns behind that cape, because I just heard them. To rev it up, kind of a enthusiast. Damn it. Attracted by a woman again. Beat him off with a stick. Then again, I am Lance Schroeder. Idiot pilot who injures himself constantly. Ooh, bitch.
Put me in that room. And then he went away and left me.
Ooh. Oh, well, speak of the devil.
He thought I was dead.
Ooh, bitch. Oh, shit. Someone's on my side.
Mr. Lord.
Oh, there we go.
Are you sure about this?
I don't know.
Oh, well, shit.
Must have been him.
That's not gonna,
Anybody seen you since he left you?
qualify. You really kind of you have the exact name, but not sure. I mean,
Mrs. Lauren is dead.
well,
Lauren said she committed suicide. But I think
with a
somebody
rope
Him.
from the ceiling. Hanging. Sorry, that's the phrase he was looking for. But yeah. Just wanted to check the sturdiness and appreciate the architecture. Clack, 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 clack. Very wooden door. Again, more candles.
I'm sure you've come to the same conclusion I have.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, let's all have a meeting, discuss what to do.
First of all, let's hand out some sedatives. Sedatives. Shit, he almost blew out the candle with that door shutting. Whoa, bro. You don't want to blow out the candle. Insane level of door shutting.
Now you lock yourself in here and don't let anybody know you're here. If he thinks you're dead, he won't come here. And I'll get back as soon as I can.
I don't think that follows through that just because she thinks her dead, he might not enter a random room.
You have to. You use it.
Your vibrator, I mean. Really up the viewership if you add that sexual content. Is that too sexual? I'm sorry. God, I love old use of orchestra in older movies. Sorry, redundant, old. More candles. Even if it's a repeat, you sip when you see candles. Or have fun. Eat chocolate. I want to get a candy bar.
So greedy.
A little.
So
A little. But it's so pretty. Oh, you already said that. Sorry. Wait, how did you not see him when you walked in?
Wait.
I smacked the shit out of him. I not even for...
I didn't want them to take her away.
You're drunk.
They will if you don't
Hopefully
want
they
to.
don't pan down. I'm sure his pants were
Why
unzipped.
did you come into this room?
I'm the only one who understands.
Understands what?
Your wife isn't there anymore. She's already
I'm sure if
joined them.
this was colorized, he would be
Right,
getting
get out
off
of your
and his
spook
face would be
talk.
going red from being
Get out,
choked
you sot, and don't come back
and
into this
caught
room
while
again.
jacking it. To a guy's dead wife, that sick little leprechaun bit. I have nothing left for non-R-rated humor at this point. Well, time to drink more liquor. Haven't done it in 5 minutes. Not me, him. To be correct.
Where's what's her name? Nora.
I didn't disturb her since I don't think this concerns her.
No, you're right.
Mr. Lauren, isn't there some way we can get out of this house now?
No, none at all.
We could try breaking out.
The only door to the outside is made of steel. The bars of the windows are set in solid stone. We gotta stay.
I'm not afraid of your ghosts, Pritchard. But I am afraid. When we came here a few hours ago, the only thing we had in common was the $10,000 we'd get. Now, however, we share something else. The death of Mrs. Lauren. So far tonight, one of us was almost killed by a falling chandelier. One of us was mysteriously slugged.
The other one furiously masturbated in every one of the rooms. Not me, of course. I just, don't ask how I know. I invested in tons of little flashlights if they will come out in several decades that you'll set DNA. It's worth it. Giant horn, everyone. Giant horn. Riff dash reference.
Let me ask you a question, Doctor.
Sedative?
You were the first
You
one
have
to
any
see
more?
my wife there. Did you also see anything that she could have climbed up on and then jumped?
Forever good silence because I like to watch the movie.
Did any of them?
Well, to be fair, only 2 of them were actually present, so
There
could
was
any of them even have an answer?
How then did she get up there so high?
Exactly, Mr. Lauren. How? She couldn't have pulled herself up there. She couldn't have dropped from the ceiling. Do you think your wife killed herself?
No,
I think she was a witch who had levitation powers.
by one of you.
What? Probably me.
Or you, Mr.
Probably him.
To deliberately kill someone, you must have a reason.
We were all strangers to your wife. Only you had a motive for murder.
Yeah, exactly the reason not to do it, because he'd be like guilty as shit in court, even though he's a man in the 50s.
To do it in such a way so that he'd never be suspected.
It's actually a good
I'm
reason
not
to
such a fool as
avoid
hang
being
my
the.
wife from a ceiling by a rope.
The fact remains that you
I'd shoot her in the face, not
murdered
rope.
Mrs. Lauren.
Wasted
That's
good
the matter
rope.
for the police.
So how do we get the police?
Ah, damn it. I used to smoke cigarettes, and that totally makes me want a cigarette.
What began as a silly party given by an eccentric has now involved us all in murder.
For once, Pritchard may be right. If another murder's in the works, let's stop it now.
Another murder.
Why not? Maybe one of us saw too much.
To be fair,
I should even
based
admit
on the
that
level
I
of
wanted to get
alcohol
each
and
of
head
$10,000
injuries, could any of you be
spent one
admissible
night
in
in a
court
gloomy
as
old
an
house.
evidence provider?
See some ghosts, have a party?
Credible evidence provider.
Have you finished trying me, Doctor? And is the verdict guilty of murder?
Oh, this isn't getting us anywhere. Somebody killed Mrs. Lauren, we know that. One of us is guilty and the rest of us are innocent, okay?
Or 2 of you are guilty
The next
for
6 hours is to
collaborating
protect
on it.
ourselves from each other.
Either you or the
Really?
doctor, if you were
I
to
don't
collaborate
think
on it,
anything.
were the ones at the
Now, Miss
actually
Nolan,
at the
I'm going
scene.
to my room. And if anybody comes in, I'll shoot him. Or her.
And if we all stay in our rooms, we'll be
To be
safe.
fair, the old bat
Because the
probably
innocent
isn't a
will
threat
have no
to you,
reason to
so
leave his room.
I know you're trying to
guilty
be
will admit
equality
his
there,
guilt
but you're not
and
going to
must
shoot
be
the old
done.
lady.
And we all
Opposite.
have guns.
And we're all agreed?
I have guns?
Wish this night were over.
Man. Oh, he stands still. I was about to say, he almost seems too drunk to stand up out of that chair.
I tell you, it doesn't make
Is there any more of the scotch?
They aren't through with us.
Speaking of alcoholic beverages, Banana time drink for me. Goddamn, is there one electric light in that house? Even though, who lights all these? That blind bat of the old man? I doubt it. I'm calling bullshit.
What's the use of saying goodnight?
Well, that's what you do when it's nighttime and you're about to go to bed. Okay, good last words, Rick.
Good night.
See, she gets it. I'm with old bat. I hope she survives. No. Bad odds on that. I'm just saying I hope. I know how this ends. It's a movie, not a fuck. By the way, MMA fights tomorrow. I wish I could stream and riff them, but, you know. Could never do that with a kind of live stream. But go watch them. MMA. One sport I enjoy the tons. And football a little bit. Not much, but I won't say any specific. But House on Haunted Hill. I'm MiniMuffinMila. If you're joining me late in this or watching again, remember to like, share, and whatnot. And leave a comment if you want to suggest anything else that is public domain. Or just games. I will be getting back to streaming games on YouTube. I have one picked out for tomorrow. That's a lie. I have some ideas, but just did a Twitch stream and I want to follow it up. But I also got to build my PC tomorrow. Oh, just out yourself as the most suspicious fucker in general, huh? That is like the tiniest, most metrosexual sized notepad I've ever seen. If it was, I have no clue what I meant there. Sorry. I guess that was good enough for him to clear the whole hallway of any suspicion. Your leprechaun man, even though he's drunk, could nip away pretty quickly. Old bat, not so much. Little bummed she didn't bring like the weekly crossword or something to time. Ew. Icky roof. Definitely mold related. Wants to clean that off as quick as possible. You know, her shitty old lungs in her weakened state. It's the 50s. They smoke like chimneys.
Nora, it's me, Lance.
Sorry, I moved my mic a little.
They've all gone to their rooms and locked themselves in.
Lance, I've been thinking. It was so dark down there. Maybe it wasn't Mr. Lauren.
It was him, all right. He tried to kill you, and he did kill his wife.
One more movement.
How can you be so sure?
She tried to warn me, asked me to help her.
Oh, did she now?
Doc thinks he's going to try and kill one of us.
He? She? But I thought he said she.
And I'm going to find it and get the police before he does.
I'm going with you.
Well, if he finds out you're alive... No, Nora. You're safer here than any place else. Now just lock yourself in and keep quiet.
Sorry, 1 second. Had a cough. Apologies.
If I find a way out, I'll come back and get you.
Well, unless I, you know, see a burger place out there. Then I'll get a burger. Then I'll come back and get you. Ah, time to check with that orchestra. Wait, what's back here? No puppet show? I'm just kidding. That's a Riff Tracks reference. Man, I swear to God, if this guy was any more obsessed with the architecture of this house, he'd be a goddamn real estate agent. instead of a pilot, apparently. I'm almost sipping at this point for how many times he's fucking doing stupid shit. Is that the third or fourth room he's been trapped in? Nah, it's probably just the second. More shots of candle lights I have not seen. Tippity time. Oh no, now there's a ghost rope involved? How many fucking levels of bullshit do we gotta deal with? This is the same method, I think, used in Evil Dead stuff. So it actually, I know this is not a comedy moment. I want to explain this though. Cool, so it starts wrapped around them, and they pull it actually off of them. And then they just show you reverse footage. I'm gonna alter some audio levels. No. No. Oh, how'd she get back up there now? Now, how'd she do that thing?
And admission of guilt, Doctor?
Certainly not. There's either somebody else in this house or one of us has left his room. Did you hear anything?
Organ music?
That, and someone walking.
You got yours? Ready?
You look downstairs, and I'll look up here.
Why not together?
There may be only minutes, seconds left of someone's life. Why waste time?
I'm almost out of sit from all the silliness going on. Did he say sedative how many times now?
It's almost over, darling.
Oh, it's almost over.
Every
I've
detail
almost
will be
filled my
perfect.
pants with poopies. I'm sorry, I have no clue what that related.
What's happening?
We've done it. A perfect crime.
Has she killed
Sorry,
him?
I'm terrible at
Not
knowing
yet,
the what's happening theme.
but she will.
Is that a candle in the background I have not yet witnessed?
Hanging harness.
Hanging harness?
What's taking that girl so long?
And the
What
first one
time
ever
is it?
invented after who?
At first, I couldn't get Nora to want to protect herself.
1
from
second,
the
I'll be
gun.
right back.
But after you
I'll let you enjoy
agreed,
this scene.
everything began to work just as we had planned. You were wonderful. Just the touch that finally drove her into complete hysteria.
It'll be worth all of our planning, darling. Where's Nora now? What's happening?
On her way to the cellar. So scared she'll shoot the first thing that moves.
And Frederick?
On his way to the cellar, too.
David, are you sure none of them will suspect us?
Of what? An hysterical girl accidentally shoots somebody? Who would suspect that we planned it that way, that we drove her to it?
What about my suicide?
But just a ghost party gag. We'll claim it was a dummy since I'm the only one who touched you.
And the caretakers?
But they had no idea what they were really doing.
What about Nora? She's not stupid, you know.
Darling, believe me, everything we've planned is working perfectly. Nora is sure Frederick murdered you. She thinks Frederick attacked her in the cellar, not me. And now Nora's almost out of her mind with fear. The heads, the music, you're hanging. I tell you, when Frederick walks in there, she'll shoot him.
It's taking too long. David, you ought to be there.
When you hear the shot, come down to the
I know
cellar.
I spilled some drink near my bed. 1 second.
No! No!
And I'm back. I'm sorry. That was the last break. I wish I had stayed around to riff as much, but I kept getting distracted. Plus, I did like a 3-hour stream before this. Oh, Mr. Acid Pit Sedative Man up in the business. Oh, right, I missed the good moment. Sorry. Shit. Well, no, the best moment's coming. But if a spider puppeteer theater. I kind of would like to know if, in the darkness, how that actually logically went down. Here we go. Real. Oh. Yeah. Enough. I'm just kidding. I was trying real hard to over-sexualize that, but, it's a bit hard going. Yeah. She is very pretty, though. Like, I don't know if she died recently or is actually might be still alive.
David?
Very regal lady of acting. Can't recall the name right now. Not my forte. There's so many good actresses. I'm running out of jokes as I'm getting tired. Sorry for the honesty. Oh no, closing doors, her worst fear. Or that one was closed. Oh, no, we didn't get enough views of the room. Oh, someone's farting into the tuba. Or French horn? Oh no, a fake skeleton. The watery fear in her eyes is very real though. Hey babe, I'm back from the dead, and I got a rare literal boner. See that boner? I'm just kidding. You looked. You know, it has a door handle. You could probably pull. And it's a very large room. Oh. She's considering if this is a better Mary than her weird half already dead husband, Vincent Price. What was Vincent Price's claim to fame original role? A Dracula of sorts? Or is he Dr. Frankenstein? I can't recall. Say in the comments if anybody ever watched this. Okay, again. Hey, baby, I just want to give you a little chomp, a little kiss, a little... Don't... Hey, watch out. Hey, whoa, I'm trying to stop the hell you. Okay. Let's shove. Gotcha. Oh. 0.2 second montage later. Melted and bubbled as if it was overly intense carbonated Dr. Pepper acidic liquidation. God damn, it's got a lot of scotch or alcohol or something. I always wanted to get a barrel of something like that. Sorry, I just had to add that to my Google. I totally want to look that up.
Right, Annabelle. The crime you two planned was indeed perfect. Only the victim
Provided they didn't expect you to invent a Da Vinci-esque style puppeteer of a real skeleton. Yeah. I didn't think they could strategize deep enough to predict that shit. Hey, what the fuck? Why waste the... In case she wants to use it again later? Then again, I don't know. Maybe he's disposing of some sort of evidence of his crazy ass overthought shit. So how many? That was the time the Lance got trapped. I'm gonna just finish drinking my lingonberry PewDiePie G Fuel can before I go to bed. I did want to crack another drink to sip on. Here's as we are nearing the very end of yet another MiniMuffinMila stream.
I can tell you all now.
Let you enjoy this last bit of dialogue.
My wife were planning to kill me. They failed. Trent tried to throw me in the vat. My wife stumbled and fell. I'm ready for justice to decide if I'm innocent or guilty.
Who are you? Well, you are Vince Price. You're pretty chill no matter what case. Good for you, Leprechaun and Vincent Man. Leprechaun and Vincent Man sounds like a damn good duo for the 50s. Nora has been useless, pretty much, as far as confusion and accidentally almost killing people goes.
There'll be more, many.
Did anybody important actually die? I just realized even the old hag's still alive.
They're coming for me.
I think this little short guy really overestimates the danger of this actual house.
And then they'll come for you.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't visit weird-ass houses for peace. 50s. Sorry. Shit. Rechecking that, because 50s, technically. It does feel very end of 50s stuff. Anyways, that has been. Let the credits roll. I finish off saying thank you for watching this either live or checking out in the future. This has been another little stream of sorts to add to the tidbits of crazy ass. I would look for other public domain stuff. Oh, the kind of stuff I watch. I did Night of the Living Dead, although the audio wasn't as good and there's issues. But that was the other night. Like, actually, last night. But yeah, as that goes, there's my funny diva matching my hair thing. Half Dead was fun over on my Twitch if you want to check that out. I've been MiniMuffinMila. Another one of my kind of MiniMuffinMila. Oh, it actually cuts it off because it's stretched. Which is fine. It doesn't matter. I'm MiniMuffinMila. I'll try to finish off there. Like, subscribe, check out my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and all that stuff as I update all those somewhat semi-frequently, some more than others. And I shall see you on my future streams, whether in streams and recordings, whether in the theater or whatever game, or more shorts of cartoons, either Twitch and YouTube are going to be main places. But anyways, thank you all for tuning in. If you didn't, hopefully you watch and love this in the future as a uploaded thing that has been processed and what. But anyways, bye-bye. By the way, there might be some little copyright things, so yeah, that. Thank you again, and bye-bye. Love you all, my future Mini Muffin Minions.